Dear students of class 10, welcome to Apurva Math by Kumar sir. As you know, we are dealing with the chapter Introduction to Trigonometry. And in my last video, we learned what is trigonometry and what are the applications of trigonometry. In today's session, I will be discussing about trigonometric ratios or trigonometric functions, wherein we will learn how many trigonometric ratios are there, which are those trigonometric ratios, and how to define them mathematically. So let us begin the session. Students, there are 6 trigonometric ratios, also called as trigonometric functions. They are number 1 sine, 2 cosine, 3 tangent, 4 cosecant, 5 secant, and number 6 cotangent. Students, it is a common tendency of all of us to use the short forms in our day-to-day communication. Say for example, we call mother as mom, sister as sis, brother as bro, etc. In the same manner, mathematicians used some of the short forms for these trigonometric ratios. They used sin for the first function sine, cos for cosine function, tan for tangent, cosec for cosecant, sec for secant, and finally cot for cotangent. So students, in short, we can name the trigonometric ratios as sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, and cot. Now we will move towards the definitions of all these 6 trigonometric ratios with the help of a diagram. Students, in order to understand the definitions of all the trigonometric ratios, we need to consider a right angled triangle with one of its angle 90 degree and any one of the remaining 2 as theta. Let me show you the diagram. Let us consider a triangle ABC in which angle B is 90 degree and angle C is taken as theta. Question comes, what is theta? Students, theta is a mathematical notation or symbol used to denote certain angles whose values are not definite and keeps on changing according to the situation. If you look at the diagram here, in this angle B is equal to 90 degree, which is fixed. But whereas the values of A and C are not definite, they may be any value in between 0 degree to 90 degree. So in such cases, we can use the notation theta for angle A as well as angle C. In this case, I am using the notation for the angle C for our convenience to define the ratios. Now students, observe the sides of the triangle carefully. If you look at them, AB is a side which is exactly opposite to theta. Hence, we call it AB as opposite side. whereas the side BC is attached with angle theta, hence we call it as adjacent side. Now coming to the side AC, it is the longest side of the triangle and exactly opposite to 90 degree. Hence we call it as hypotenuse. I repeat once again, AB is opposite to theta, hence it is referred as opposite side. BC is attached with theta, so we call it as adjacent side. Whereas AC is the longest side of the triangle and exactly opposite to 90 degree. Hence we call it as hypotenuse. Students, once we understand the terminologies of theta, opposite side, adjacent side and hypotenuse, we can define the trigonometric ratios very easily. So let us begin with the definitions one by one. The very first function is sine, and the sine function of angle theta is defined as the ratio of opposite side to the hypotenuse of the triangle. I repeat, the ratio of opposite side to the hypotenuse of the triangle is nothing but the first ratio, that is sine function. So we can write sine theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. In the figure, opposite side is AB and the hypotenuse is AC. So AB by AC is nothing but the sine function. Coming to second function, that is cosine, it is defined as the ratio of adjacent side to the hypotenuse of the triangle. I repeat, the ratio of adjacent side to the hypotenuse of the triangle is called as cos function. Therefore, we can write cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. Now in the diagram, adjacent side is BC and the hypotenuse is AC. Therefore, BC by AC is nothing but cos theta. Now coming to the third function, tangent. It is defined as the ratio of opposite side to the adjacent side of a triangle. I repeat, opposite side to the adjacent side of the triangle is nothing but tangent function. Therefore, tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Now in the figure, AB is the opposite side and BC is the adjacent side. So AB by BC is nothing but the tan function. Now moving to the next function, that is cosine. The cosecant function is defined as the ratio of hypotenuse to the opposite side of a triangle. I repeat, the ratio of hypotenuse to the opposite side of a triangle. Therefore, I can write cosec theta is equal to hypotenuse by opposite side. Again in the diagram, hypotenuse is AC and the opposite side is AB. Coming to the fifth trigonometric ratio, that is secant. It is defined as the ratio of adjacent side to the hypotenuse of the triangle. I repeat, the ratio of adjacent side to the hypotenuse of the triangle is nothing but secant function. Therefore, we can write sec theta is equal to hypotenuse by adjacent side. Again in the diagram, hypotenuse is AC and the adjacent side is BC. Now, coming to the last function of trigonometry, that is cotangent. the ratio of adjacent side to the opposite side of a triangle. I repeat, the ratio of adjacent side to the opposite side of a triangle. In the diagram, adjacent is BC and the opposite is AB. So this is how the 6 trigonometric ratios right from sine to cot are defined. Students, these are very easy to understand according to the diagram. If you see the diagram here, opposite by hypotenuse sine, adjacent by hypotenuse cos, opposite by adjacent tan. Then if you reverse, hypotenuse by opposite is cosec, hypotenuse by adjacent is secant, and adjacent by opposite is nothing but cotangent. If you look at the expressions thoroughly, you can find that the next 3 functions, that is number 4, number 5 and number 6, are exactly the reverse or reciprocals of the first 3. You can see that it is AB by AC, that is sin theta, whereas cosec theta is nothing but AC by AB. Similarly, the value of cos theta is BC by AC and that of secant theta is AC by BC. Also, the value of tan theta is AB by BC and that of cot theta is BC by AB. So, because of this reason, we call first 3 functions as primary functions and the next 3 functions as secondary functions. This is because the next 3, that is cosec, secant and cotangent, are exactly the reverse or reciprocals of the first 3. So students, this is how the trigonometric ratios are defined in mathematics. I hope you people understood all the 6 trigonometric ratios and their definitions thoroughly. With this, I am going to end the session. In my next video, I will be dealing with the trigonometric relations among the functions, wherein we will discuss reciprocal relations, quotient relations and Pythagorean relations. Depending on these relations, we will solve some of the problems from the first exercise which is given in your textbook. Till then, stay safe, stay home, take care, bye.